You was good. Yo, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? What's going on, you guys? We got 5 people in the chat. Listen, we fresh off that loss. My voice is a little scratchy. My voice is a little scratchy. And we got so much to talk about. We got so much to talk about. We got so much to talk about. We got so much to talk about, y'all. What's good, Golden Reactions? What's good, David? We got so much to talk about, man. This was wow. So, to start off the game, the Eagles' offense was flat. The Eagles' offense was supremely flat. We couldn't do anything. What about Jalen Hurts, man? What the hell? Jalen Hurts. Wow. 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 Jalen Hurts, man. Jalen REAGOR. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Jalen REAGOR with the punt return for a touchdown. Jalen REAGOR. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown on a 4th and 18. He outplayed Carson Wentz today. Wow, that's wow. 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 David Pearson, wow. Jalen Hurts looked really good. He looked really good in that pocket, man. What's good, Adam? What's good, Asia? David, what's up? Yo, that was I know we lost, but did Wentz just lose his job? REAGOR pulled the D-Jack. REAGOR pulled the D-Jack. Wow. You know, this what's good, you guys? I didn't even formally introduce you guys. I'm your humble host, Tone DeShills II, as y'all already know. And y'all are tuned in to Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. And there was so much that happened. The defense looked very bad. Defense looks very bad. Carson got benched. Jalen Hurts came in and threw a touchdown. Jalen REAGOR returned a punt for a touchdown. Defense looks horrible. I'll say again. REAGOR should have been returning punts. Like it was common sense. Wow. It happened. It happened. It really happened. Jalen Hurts took over for Carson Wentz. It really happened. It really happened. Also, you guys, we're doing call-ins too. So if you want to talk about the game, you can definitely call in. I want to get all y'all feelings. I want to hear y'all pain. I want to hear how y'all feel about Jalen REAGOR coming in. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear all that. I want to hear all that. I want to hear all that. I want to hear all y'all feelings about this game. We doing a call-in show. I want to hear all y'all feelings about this game, man. Because honestly, you know, even though we lost, there's so much to talk about. There's so much to discuss. There's so much to discuss. So if you got an opinion on the game, call in, and we'll get a feel for your vibe. We'll get a feel for what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. I like that color better. Let's see. We got 6 people in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here, man. All right, let's see who we got. Okay. We got my man Murph DeKenzo in the building. I'm about to add him to the stream. Let's see what he got to say. Hey, Murph, what's good? Welcome to the Chalk It Up live stream, man. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. How you feeling about the game?
They are who we thought they were. Oh, man. Like I said earlier, bro, I know a lot of people are young and they don't remember 4-win seasons, but this is it. I mean, it's time. I'm one of the last ones to admit it, but it's time to blow it up.
Definitely, man. It's time to move on. I agree with you. Like this, the dinosaurs got to go.
Talent. They're solid young talent. Build around a couple of them guys. Build up your offensive line. Run the ball. You know, it's time to blow it up. You got guys you could get a little something for. Make those moves.
I agree. Like, you know, when you see, especially when you see things like Jalen Hurts coming in and providing the spark he did, and then you see Carson Wentz on the sideline forced to watch. And then when Jalen Hurts threw that touchdown on the 4th and 18, you just saw the pain in Carson's eyes, but he had to clap. He had no other choice.
It's the stuff we used to watch Carson do, but you know, now it might be time, bro. I just feel like both sides of the ball, it's scheme.
And I like guys. That's the sad part. I like him, but it's like, damn, bro. Like it seemed like you couldn't do anything, you know. But Jalen Hurts come in, all of a sudden he just able to do that. Like what happened?
And that's in me liking him. I'd rather see him go somewhere where he could prosper. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it because it's not here for you, and you deserve better.
I agree. I think he deserves better too. You know what I'm saying? Like this team, you know, I think the city is over him. I think he's over this organization as well. I think
for sure after today.
Yeah, definitely after today. I think he's officially ready to get traded. He's going to ask for a trade in the offseason. I'm telling you,
he has to. I mean, I'd feel betrayed. You could, you know, standing there watching it, as you said, watching those things happen. That's a whole different.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot different than media talking about you,
right? And the way it played out, because when you think about it, the moment Hurts got on that field, that team just start playing faster.
Yep. And it's great, but even when he came out there, like everyone, you see a lot of people have been saying lately, it's not just Wentz, it's the team, it's the and it showed because even when Hurts came out, he gave that little spark. Still defense, they scored right on us. You know what I mean? So it's like
defense, they have a good day. You know how you feel about defense? They have a good day.
But I feel like a lot of that scheme. I know people that don't want Slay here, and I'm like, in my opinion, with safety help, Slay could be one of the best corners. I think Maddox could prosper with safety. We don't have safety help. That comes to scheme. I can't blame my safeties when they're supposed to be generic linebackers. I mean, that's just scheme. So I think that coaching, some coaches got to go here. Offense, same thing. You got receivers that are explosive, but they're not getting off the ball. Why is that? You look at their routes. It's 12-yard slant we need 4 yards for the first. Like, what is this play calling?
I agree, man. Even Hurts managed to make the play calling look like something, right?
Because
Because
you have four solid running backs and yet another week of no running performance. Couple good runs. I don't know.
If we run the ball better and Hurts is in sooner, I think we can win that game.
For sure. But then on the same token, it's this defense let Aaron Rodgers do whatever he wanted today.
Facts. They took advantage of the linebackers big time.
You know what I mean? It's just, and why wouldn't you? If you're scouting against this team, why wouldn't you? You don't even know these guys' names half the time.
Yeah, honestly, man. And now Davion Taylor is out with a knee injury. Yeah. And it's just like at the end of the
day, TJ was questionable. I didn't even see if he came back.
Wow.
So he may have came back, but when I got the flash on my screen, it said Taylor was out, the tight end for Green Bay was out, and then it said that TJ was questionable to return. That was, I think, in the beginning of the fourth, maybe I seen that or something. But it's just, there's talent. There's talent here. There's good young talent. You got Singleton, looks like he could develop if he's around the right people.
I agree. I like Alex Singleton, and I think we need to get Alshon Jeffrey off of the field. He slows down. He slows down everything.
Well, the way I look at it is, what was the point of drafting 3 receivers if you want to keep this older talent in the first place? Like, to me, Alshon and Deshaun got to go. These guys, you're here. You're either going to be our receivers, or we can just get, your rookie deal will be your only deal. But it's just like, you got REAGOR, Hightower, you got Watkins. They have to be your receivers. You build it. Now you got Fulgham in that mix as well. You got Ward in that mix. You're set. You got a solid running back core, at least with Booby and Boston Scott. Build that offensive lineup. Get some guys in here. You're relying on 30, 31, 32-year-olds, 37, 38-year-olds. We need youth on the offensive line. We prioritize way too much on defensive line, defensive tackle. We got 3 quote-unquote Pro Bowl defensive tackles, and we can't stop the rush half the time. Meanwhile, the rest of the other 8 behind them or 7 behind them are questionable. It's just, we got to blow it up. It's that time, I think. I'm one of the last to admit it, but I definitely feel like it's kind of where we're at.
It's time to definitely, I agree. Changes must be made. Most of the changes, needs to happen with the coaching staff in particular.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, some of this is common sense stuff, man, like scheming.
That's the sad part, right? It seems like it's common sense to us, at least. If we don't get paid to do it.
Exactly. That's what I say. You look at some of these cornerbacks and you're like, we're ragging on Maddox for getting beaten. And it's like, why is he alone? Why is he one-on-one with a receiver on the outside?
I don't know why we continue to play single high safety. I don't understand why we play that.
Exactly. And then that other single high, he's coming down anyway. So it's like, where's the safety help over top for both guys on the outside? Because you can't play that way because you have a weak linebacking core.
Right.
So you can't just play a simple 4-3. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
right. The team's not good enough to play, the formation he's trying to play, in my opinion.
Exactly. And you got guys 7 yards off the ball, cornerback 7 yards off their guy, and it's like, okay, and DK beat the crap, I don't want to curse. DK beat the crap out of us on 3 5-yard slants.
I agree, man. I agree.
You can't be 10 yards off a guy and think you're going to stop him.
Right. And that's a Jim Schwartz way of thinking. I don't know how that's last this long in the league. I really do anticipate a lot of changes coming up, Murph. But I got some other people in the chat, man. Thank you so much for calling in, dog. Like you always. Go ahead, bro.
I said I'll still be in the comments, bro. Salute to you.
Hey, definitely, bro. I appreciate you, man. You always show me love, man. You've been loyal from the beginning. Thank you so much, dog. We're gonna keep this energy alive, and next time we have a call in, I expect to see you there, big bro. Thank you.
Yeah, no, man. Be easy.
All right, bro. All right, next we have Super Mario. What's going on, Mario? Talk to me, Mario. How you feeling about the game?
I feel like we had a chance. I feel like we had a chance.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'm so frustrated, but You saw how Wentz was playing in the first half. Whoever was calling those first 15 plays, we should have just kept calling those plays.
Right. I agree because we were running the ball well.
And I think putting in Hurtson was the right move because he was doing good. And you see, Hurt's record would have been perfect with no pick if his arm wasn't hit. And the offensive line is really not that good.
I agree, man. He definitely made up for a lot of the mistakes. Hurts came in, he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? He came in and he really had to, make up for, for the setbacks. And I didn't expect it to look like that. I didn't expect, I'll be honest, I didn't expect Doug Peterson to keep Jalen Hurts in for as long as he did. But the fact that he did, told me a lot. And the fact that Carson Wentz just, was able to watch all that play out from the middle of the third quarter all the way to the end. I gotta be honest. He's going to ask for a trade in the offseason. I got a feeling.
Well, REAGOR pulling that Deshaun Jackson in the Meadowlands, bro. It was crazy.
Bro, didn't it look just like it?
Yeah, and he bobbled it like Deshaun Jackson did and took it all the way to the house.
Bro, yo, seriously, man. Like, I was excited, dog. When I saw that, I was like, no way. I
thought we got back in the game, but the defense just let us up, just let go with that run.
Yeah,
like
man.
And it's Fulgham's fault actually, because you saw that pass got to Fulgham. He didn't go for it.
Yeah. If Fulgham dropped it, man. He dropped it, man. He dropped it. But you know what, Mario? Thank you so much for coming into the live stream, bro. I appreciate your insight. I appreciate you sharing your feelings about the game, dog. Listen, this team, we only got one direction to go, and that's up because we can't get any worse than this. I'm glad I was able to talk to you, bro. I'm going to see you later, dog. All right, who next?
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Whoa, what's going on? Everything all right over there, doggy?
They're doing a family game, like playing games over there.
Oh, man. So how you feel about the game, man? Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's going on?
All right. I don't want to point fingers, but this game is lost on Travis Fulgham. This game is lost.
Oh yeah, he did drop that ball without a doubt.
Exactly. If he catches that, not only do we have a chance to win this game, this could have improved Zach Ertz's draft stock a whole lot, or trade stock. If Carson Wentz was benched earlier, second quarter, maybe third quarter, we probably win this game because, and if Travis Fulgham played more, because Alshon is way too slow because you got Jair Alexander guarding. I have mixed feelings about this game. Third quarter, I think it was the fourth actually, was the best quarter of this season. 2 touchdowns in a span of 1 minute and 22 seconds. I mean, Jalen Reagor, yes. I like the way they use him this game on punt returns, pitch reverses, whatever, crossing routes. But I think Jalen Hurts is the future of this team. This is the same way that happened for Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson. I could keep going on here. Brett Favre.
But the difference is all those guys came in because those guys were towards the end of their careers. Carson's fairly in the middle, fairly early. So, it's a different – I understand why you would say that, but it's a different dynamic. But, continue.
True, but, we still should have ran more earlier in this game.
I agree.
I think Carson should have been benched after halftime because 5 of 12.
I agree. He should have been benched. He should have been benched from the moment third quarter started.
Exactly. Like, And if that happened, we probably are talking about a win here. And Jalen Hurts and Jalen Reagor being the two future of this team, Travis Fulgham, and all that. But of course, Travis Fulgham dropped the ball. I'm literally getting Nelson Aguilar vibes from that drop pass in the Falcons game that we lost last year. Like, we got to get.
I think Fulgham's going to redeem himself. I think the biggest thing is Fulgham hasn't really been getting consistent snaps, consistent reps, and that's because they keep trying to force the Alshon Jeffrey issue. And Alshon Jeffrey, at this point, everything that's been going his way, he caused the penalty, a penalty. He just isn't explosive anymore. He doesn't have any speed. He's honestly slowing down the offense.
Exactly. I don't see any John Hightower or Travis Fulgham. And those two guys on another team we'd be talking about those two guys being future of this league, if they were on other teams. But I like the way we use Jalen Reagor, get Alshon out of this lineup totally, release him this season. I don't care how much the cap costs. Release him, trade Carson if it's possible. Just do anything to get rid of those bad contracts. I'm not going to say.
I believe Carson's asking for a trade this offseason. I believe it. He's going to ask for it. Because if Hurts starts the following game, oh, yeah, best believe he's going to ask for it. Best believe. What's good, we did, Johnny Eagle?
Yeah, he's going to ask for a trade. And I'm not going to be mad if he goes on another team and starts playing like a Hall of Famer, especially if it's on the coach. Just send him to an AFC team. That'll work best for us. And, I don't want to see his trade because there's like 4 or 5 games left in the season. That's probably not enough games to see if Hurts really has it or not. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, a lot of people do recognize his talent, so you'll be surprised who will trade for him. You'll be surprised. Like if he wasn't tradable, trust me, we wouldn't be talking about it. We'll be pissed. But trust me, you'll be surprised who will trade for him. You'll be surprised, man. But I appreciate you for coming on, LGB, man. I appreciate you, dog. You always come through, show love.
Yes,
shout
sir.
your channel, man. Shout your channel up.
Before I do that, all these YouTubers owe me an apology. RB, Philly Mike, Philly Fresh, because they laughed at me. I said Fresh and all of them, they owe me an apology. Because I said if Carson Wentz gets benched, Jalen Hurts is going to do an amazing job. He didn't do an amazing job, but he still did decent enough to keep us in the game.
Hey, man, that's crazy. Like, when Hurts came in, I didn't, I had a feeling they was going to probably have him in for a few plays, but I didn't expect them to have him in for as long as they did. And Wentz was playing not that well. The game plan wasn't really working for Carson Wentz for some reason.
Nope.
So Hurts came in, he did what he did. And he provided a spark that, we can't ignore. And Jalen Reagor, he got the spark, but with the D-Jack inspired, punt return for a TD. And we have some things to discuss. And honestly, it is what it is. You can't do much about it. You made a hot take. You live and die by it. And you was right, man. Who knows? At the end of the day, Hurts got to stay consistent, right?
Yep. Consistency is key.
Yes, sir. So one game means nothing. We got to stay consistent. But one thing? We got some questions in the future. But thank you, LGB. Let's go Birds, man. Go subscribe and like his content, man. He's a good guy, man. He's growing into this. I appreciate you, dog.
Yes, sir. Peace.
All right. Bye, man. Oh, man. So, yeah, Will Parks. I wasn't happy about that, bro. Not happy at all. He got cut because he was the scapegoat for last game. He didn't deserve that. Fraz, he didn't deserve that. That's all. He didn't deserve that, man. He didn't deserve that, man. Also, make sure y'all get y'all Chalk It Up merch. The link is in the description. Make sure y'all get y'all Chalk It Up merch, man. Make sure y'all get that. Show love to the boy. Show love to the boy. Hey, man, your Packers did a good job. I got to respect it. I got to respect it, man. Carson Wentz, man, he just looked really uncomfortable on that sideline. He looked really uncomfortable. And, you know, we have a lot of questions. Carson Wentz is going to really if we continue with Jalen Hurts and he does well, oh yeah, I know Carson Wentz is going to ask for a trade. He's going to have to ask for one. I know he is. He's going to ask for one, and the Eagles need to find a way to get as much as they can for him. But because he wasn't doing well, we might not get much for him if they do trade him. Zach Ertz, we got to trade him. You know what I'm saying? Alshon Jeffrey, we got to cut him. Deshaun Jackson, we got to cut him. Jason Peters, he needs to retire. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Brooks, got to get healthy. Lane Johnson, got to get healthy. Honestly, Darius Slay didn't look good, man. He didn't look good. That's 2 weeks in a row he gave up over 100 yards to wide receivers. He looks bad. He looks really bad. He looks really bad. You're right, Mario. Hurts got more yards than Carson Wentz, just that fast. Hey, Murphy, I appreciate you, bro. You take care, big dog. Thanks for showing love to the channel. Jason Butler, Eagles had me a little word at the end that says Slay really struggled. Bro, Slay is struggling. Slay is struggling big time. And I don't like it. I don't like it because, you know, we're paying him a lot of money. We're paying him a lot of money. Shit like that. Oh, all right, let's see. We got my man Infamous 2K in the live stream. Infamous.
Yo, what's up, Tom?
Talk to me, man. Share what's
Listen,
on your mind, man. What's on your mind?
listen, Tom. This one is easy, man. This is not even close. It's so okay. I'm not gonna sit here and say Hurts is a bad quarterback. He did good. I'm not gonna lie, he did good. He did better than what a lot of people expected. But here's the thing: the first drive where he scored a touchdown, right? He had the first bomb to REAGOR, right? That was a different drive. So the first drive where he played,
because he had 3 total drives, I think.
Yeah, no, I think he had 4. He had one.
Oh yeah, he had 4.
Touchdown. Yeah. So here's the thing: the bomb to REAGOR, he had all the time in the world. Tone, I know you seen it.
Yo,
I know you seen it.
He had so much time.
He had all the time in the world.
Why did it seem like the old line just automatically got better?
Got good.
Like, what's up?
They don't like Carson, man. And I'm sorry. My fault if you hear my PlayStation in the back. I just turned it on.
You're good, bro. But do they not like him?
I don't think they do, man.
I don't think they like him, bro.
But here's the thing. So then the second drive, he scores a touchdown. What happened? He climbed up the pocket. He found a soft gap, and he threw a touchdown. Great. But what was Tony Romo? I'm not sure if you were listening to pay attention to the commentary, but wasn't Tony Romo?
I love Romo talks, man. He breaks down the game beautifully.
Did you hear what Tony Romo said? Every time Carson went to the beginning of the game, climbed up the pocket, it was a completion every time. So, I mean, what I saw from Hurts was good. I mean, I'm not going to say he's bad, but it's nothing impressive. Look at the next drive, 3 and out, because the first time we got it, Scott had like what, a 30-yard, 40-yard return. We're on the 50, and then we ran three straight times, and we got the first. Then we threw it 3 straight times, and it was a quick 3 and out, right? Because no receivers were open. He had nowhere to go, and the pocket kept collapsing. Then the next drive, I knew you hear that PS4. You hear it? Yeah, hold on. Let me just.
You're so crazy. Like I had to mute mine too.
Yeah. So basically, the thing is, hold on. So then, the pick happened. When you look at, this is what I think the defensive coordinator did.
His arm got hit.
His arm, yeah, it did. But here's the thing: I think what the defensive coordinator did, they set the contain, they pinched the middle, so he can't go up and he can't go left or right. He has to stay in the pocket. You can't really go anywhere. Yes, his arm got hit, but you know what? Remember when against the Browns when Carson Wentz threw it to Sanders and Tiki?
He got hit in the back, I think, or something
Yeah,
like
and he got hit and like threw off his arm. And
Right.
everyone was like, "Oh, you had Rager." Well, guess what? Look at the replay, y'all. Rager was wide open over the slant. Well, so
that.
yeah,
Rager-
he was.
So he didn't even have to go that route.
He didn't have to. He
Damn.
did. So and he's a rookie quarterback, so you got to cut him some type of slack.
Yeah,
This
of
is
course, of course. But just to piggyback off what you're saying, like for what it's worth, I did not think they was going to keep him out there that long.
Mhm.
I really didn't. But then, once I saw after that first drive, I said, "Oh no, they're gonna stick with him.
Yeah,
They're gonna stick with him."
but
And-
go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, I can't act like it wasn't slightly impressive for him to do what he did in the circumstances.
Mhm.
For the circumstances, I gotta give Hurts, some respect.
Mhm. But here's the thing. This is what made me mad the most about this Eagles organization. If you wanted a quarterback who can climb out the pocket, who when they see nobody, they just take off and run, why would you have him gain 20 pounds and make him slower?
Right.
There's
like,
no point in that.
Which came in like brolic as hell this season.
Man was at the middle linebacker weight, something like that. So my whole point is, if you wanted a guy like Hurts to come out, roll out the pocket, throw the ball when the pocket collapses, throw the ball, then don't tell somebody to gain weight and become a slow guy who needs a good pocket. If you put Tom Brady on this Eagles, right, a man who can't really scramble, I'm not gonna sit here and say he would have the same amount of sacks because at the same time Tom Brady is really good at getting the ball out. But he would have a lot of intentional groundings. I'll say that because if there's no receiver on there and he's inside the tackle zone, he can't really throw it out. He has to take the sack.
Right.
So my whole point is, you don't tell a guy, yeah, we want you to be a pocket passer, but our O-line is trash. Like what? If you look at everybody who has a bad O-line and the quarterbacks are doing good, Deshaun Watson, he can run, right? Aaron Rodgers, when he had a bad O-line, he could run. Every bad O-line, their quarterback can at least move out the pocket.
You saying off X. You saying off X. At the end of the day, like the Eagles O-line, they've been so inconsistent, and for as long as they've been inconsistent, it seems like again, Hurts, was able to climb the pocket and he did what he did, but the O-line, just the overall performance from the team shifted to a different gear when Hurts was in. Mm-hmm. Something is wrong with the way this team responds to Carson Wentz.
I think it's because our offense and our defense.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, 100%. But I think part of the reasons why, because Hurts is more energetic. When do you see people? When do you see Tom Brady sparking his offense, they're going crazy, they're playing fast, they're playing strong and everything, right? Yeah. They play fundamental football. They don't go out there. When you have a guy who makes plays like Patrick Mahomes, like Deshaun Watson, and when you make a play like that, then everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I got your back, momentum, right?
Yeah.
If you look at Wentz when he ran the ball and against Seattle game, pretty sure that was the drive we scored. The offense looked like they were doing good.
Yep, and the Baltimore game when he ran for that 40 yards, they was rallying behind him. So it's not like they just don't. But just that old line, man, they literally I just can't get over just how much they held up for that bomb. Mm-hmm. He had time, and then Hurts was making some good passes. Like that bomb was perfectly placed. Rager, let's talk. Let's shift gears a little bit. Rager, I think this was is it fair to call this a breakout game for him?
A slight
breakout game just in totality.
Mm-hmm. But the thing with Rager is, and I was going to talk about Rager. I'm glad you brought him up. This is what I mean by it's hard to evaluate this offense, right? Because who knows how many times Rager could have been open, but the pocket didn't hold up, or Wentz just missed the throw. That was the one time I've seen Rager run a deep route, the pocket held up, and it was thrown to him. Other than that, the last time I seen Rager go deep, the pocket held up, and it was thrown to him was Week 1 against the Washington football team against Darby.
Good point.
This is what I mean. It's hard to say Rager's a bust because it's hard to know if he's not getting open and stuff like that. is he not getting open? Or when he does get open, you're not going to get open every damn play. It's impossible. The DB's going to – when you play a DB like James Bradbury, he's going to get his. So that's my whole thing about this offense.
I feel you, man. I'm glad you came on, dog, and spoke your piece, dog, because, you always had the fire takes, man. And, your insight is definitely up there, man. And I always appreciate you coming on and just sharing your thoughts, showing love to the channel, showing love to the content.
Of course.
Showing love to me, bro. And, I'm grateful big time, man. So,
I have a question for you real quick, though.
Okay, go ahead.
It's kind of like a two-part question, right?
Okay.
So my first part of the question is, they're unrelated, but my first part of the question is, do you think Hurts did better because, one, Green Bay wasn't game planning, and two, if you look at like the Steelers game and the Ravens game, where like we came back and we're scoring because the defense let off gas. Do you think it's similar to how the Ravens and the Steelers let off gas and kind of came up and then, You
know what? I'm going to be honest. I think it's a combination of both, because there's no way Green Bay anticipated Hurts being out there for a quarter and a half.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the offensive plays weren't really different. So, and on top of that, I believe Green Bay did let they fill up the gas. But the offense kept them, the offense, provided the spark after the defense had let they fill up the gas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think it's a combination of both, man, to be honest. Like, at the end of the day, like, Hurts is going to have to be consistent if he wants to be taken seriously.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man. But
now, do you start him? Would you start him in terms of next year? What are you going to do next year?
Next year is based off of these final 4 games.
I disagree with you there. This is what I think. I think the reason why I disagree with you is because I was watching this thing on Wentz's mechanics about last week.
Okay.
And the guy did a great breakdown. I forget his YouTube because I just subscribed to him yesterday. But basically and I didn't know this myself, but when a quarterback coach if a quarterback has bad mechanics, as a quarterback coach, you're not supposed to fix it mid-season because then it'll make it worse, right? So there's 2 things Carson Wentz does. He does that long stride with his lead foot. I know you heard about that one. Then he does pidget footing, right? So do you think we should give Wentz next year in the first couple of games on off season with OTAs and all that preseason to iron out, because we didn't have that this year, to iron out?
I see where you're going with it. You know what? I wouldn't be completely opposed to that. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be completely opposed to that, because at the end of the day, this has been a very odd year to evaluate this team. Like you said, we've had so many issues besides just the quarterback position. So I think it goes beyond just Carson Wentz and beyond Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see Carson Wentz one more time, one more season opener. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I need to see Carson Wentz under someone else calling the plays. Mm-hmm. And regardless, we got both of these guys under contract. We don't have to make any hasty decisions at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, if anything, I think we do allow Hurts to finish the rest of the season.
Yeah, for sure.
And we use that as information. Like, okay, we know somewhat what he's capable of. Now, Carson, this is what we know. We're going to give you the first 4 games of next season. Mm-hmm. If you do well, you get yourself another 4 games. But if you do bad, if you're 4 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, you know what I'm saying? You fumbling, we're 1 for 3. Oh yeah, it's Hurts time. And then you know what I do? I find a way to move Wentz before the trade deadline.
But what do you do if Hurts doesn't do good the rest of the 4 games? Do you put him back Wentz? See, that's the problem with this whole Hurts.
It's always what if, and that's the sad part, man. We gonna always play this game it's like we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. But I just feel like Wentz is over this organization. I feel like Doug is over him. I just don't. I want to see Wentz do well, and I like him, but I'm an Eagles fan first, and I'm always going to go with the guy that gives us the best chance to win.
Wentz looked mad though.
He looked, bro, when he threw the touchdown, he was fake happy.
Yeah, you could tell.
He was fake happy, man. But I'm gonna let you go, Infamous.
Yeah,
Thank
for sure.
you so much for going on, man. I got another guy coming on, bro. Thank you so much, dog. I'm great. I'll talk to you soon, bro.
All right, wait, real quick. If you do another call in this week, let me know, because I'm gonna have the stats ready. This was just straight off the top.
I got you. I got you. Maybe we could collab and we'll do it that way.
For sure. All right, talk to you.
All right, bro. We'll talk. All right. Infamous, that's the guy, man. Real good dude. So next I got Braden, Eagles fan, coming through. What's going on, youngin? How you feeling? Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
I think it was a good game to see how Hurts would do. I think it was a good decision to put Hurts in, because he did kind of lead us to having a half decent close game.
You got a point, man. Hurts came in and he was electric. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see Hurts doing. I didn't think they were going to leave him in for as many plays as they did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and REAGOR, when REAGOR had that big play, I was excited.
Whoa!
Right. Yeah,
it blew my mind. It reminded me of Deshaun Jackson in the Miracle in Meadowlands Part 2.
Yeah, I wasn't live for that, but I remember watching full game over.
Oh man! Oh wait, so you say you weren't alive for that?
Nope.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 9. I was born the year after.
Oh, bro. Oh, dog, you missed it. Well, listen, you got your own version of it tonight, man.
Yeah, and I watch it over again and I see it.
Dog, you missed out, man. But it's all good. You got your own version of it tonight. So talk to me about the defense, man. The defense didn't do good. The defense got to be better.
Yeah, the defense did not do good. They didn't do like they did. I don't know if it was last game, but they did pretty good one of the past couple games. And so the defense has to do better. Slay, I saw him that one play was a little shaken up going to the locker room. And we just can't. Some plays were just unacceptable. Like that one play where we should have batted that down. I think one of the receivers caught that in double coverage, and he should have batted it down. So
yeah. Slay's been struggling these past couple games, and
I think the whole season he has 0 picks. So
he has no picks, but for the most part, he's kept everyone at bay. You know what I mean? But once we came across these legit, top 5, top 7, wide receivers, he kind of just, he's been nursing an injury all season.
Yeah. Against DK, he did not do good
at all. Gave up over 200 yards, my guy. Over 200 yards.
Yeah, and I think our defense need to improve. I think that our D line is the best part of our defense.
Big time. It always has been.
Yeah.
It always has been, man.
So what do you think the Eagles will win the division?
Oh, I gotta be honest. The Giants beat the Seahawks.
Yeah, they beat the Seahawks 17-12.
We lost to the Seahawks, and they made this. And honestly, the Giants defense looks so good.
Yeah,
the Giants defense so good.
To be honest, same with the football team's D-line, with having Chase Young on there, young bright star.
Yeah, the Washington football team, and the Giants have better defenses than us.
Yeah. And I think we're gonna lose the division. I think we'll come in second or third.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be second or third, man, because
the Giants.
They're not. I don't see us beating the Saints. I don't see us really beating.
The only 2 teams I can see us beating for the rest of the season are the last 2 teams, the Cowboys and the football team.
Yeah, man.
And
our hopes aren't really looking too bright, but at the end of the day, this is going to be an interesting final 5 or final 4 games of the season. I'm excited to see what Jalen Hurts does. Thank you so much for coming on to the show, Braden. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. What else you got in your what else you got in your mind, man?
What I think we're gonna do for these final 4 games and are playing next year, I kind of agree with you. I think they're gonna start Hurts and be like, okay, we got these 4 games, and they're gonna give Wentz the preseason and like maybe the first 2 weeks, and if he does good, they're gonna start him. If he does bad, Hurts is coming in and doing pretty good because Hurts did pretty good except that game, except that one pick near the end to J.R. Alexander. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, his arm got hit, so
Yeah,
I thought,
I thought we could win that game when
it was possible. The moment I saw REAGOR return that punt, I was like, "Oh, we have a chance."
Yeah, it's like, oh crap, we have a chance.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, is this really going to happen right now? I'm like, no way. This is not going to happen. But man, like, this has been the story of our lives. I'm so glad you were able to see the Super Bowl, though. The fact that the Super Bowl was amazing.
Yeah, I was like 7, but I saw the Super Bowl.
Hey, it matters, dog. You saw it a lot earlier than I did. But thank you, Braden. Thank you for being an Eagles fan. Thank you for supporting my channel. You're always welcome here, my guy.
I actually just subbed because I saw you were doing a stream, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sub up.
My guy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you for showing love, dog. Whenever I have a call in, you always can come through, man.
Yeah.
We'll go here, okay?
Peace.
All right, bro. You be safe, man. Take care.
Peace.
Oh man, good kid, man. He's a good kid. Real good kid, man. Eagles fans, born and raised. Eagles fans, born and raised, man. He's a real good kid. Aaron Jones destroyed us. Aaron Jones just had us just looking crazy. I would keep Hurts in as well, man. Not for tanking purposes. But I would keep Hurts in. I have no idea how it's going to look, but we got some things coming in the future, man. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting, you guys. I'm about to turn on the post game and see what's going on. Where's my controller? This post game is about to be interesting. I gotta hear this post game. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much for showing love, dog. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Tim White, glad Cowboys are. Hey, listen, you guys are pretty bad still. Big time. You already know how we get down, Infamous. Hey, man, we're going to see at the end of the day. We're going to see. We're going to see, man. You can't cut them, man. If we cut them, we're going to owe them so much money. Right. Hurts seems like he's a little bit more than that, right? I'm about to react to the interviews, man. I got to find him. Here we go.
My number was called.
Hey, Jalen Hurts, y'all. He talking.
It was an opportunity to go in there.
Jalen Hurts, y'all.
Short, but we got a great opportunity this week moving forward. So we're going to be working really hard to twist this thing around.
Jalen Hurts talking.
Last, and then Jeff McClain.
Jalen, do you think you should be the starter against the Saints? And do you think you will be?
I'm trying to do what I can do for this team. I think that's as simple as that. Working hard every day, putting my best foot forward, and taking somebody with me. I'm trying to lead and just get this thing in the right direction. So anything that can help this team.
Did you think you should have gotten a chance before today?
They tested him.
Anything that can help this this team.
They testing Jalen right now. You know what I mean?
Jeff and Chris Franklin.
He being real humble about it all. I gotta
Jalen,
respect it.
obviously coming in as a second-round pick when there's a franchise quarterback here can create an awkward dynamic, and obviously not being at the facility all the time and having all the COVID restrictions have made it difficult.
They tested him.
How has Carson treated you since you've been drafted?
He being real humble about it all.
I think it's been good. I've learned a lot of things from him. I'm just sitting back and watching. You know, I think the bigger we lost this game today. You know, I think that irks everybody here. Every competitive, we all have competitive spirits. And moving forward, we got a 24-hour rule. You know, to sit here and digest everything that's happened today in Green Bay, and after that, we move forward. We move forward. How that looks, that's a question for Coach.
Chris and Tim McManus.
Jalen, you came in cold off the sideline. How would you assess your play today going against that Packers defense?
Not enough. Not enough. Not enough. We lost the game.
Tim and Ed Krabs.
Jalen, can you take us through your first career touchdown pass? So, what did you see, and how was that feeling for you?
I mean, it was great. You know, on the bright side of things, I'm not gonna be Debbie Downer right now, but it was a blessing. So it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. Get a throw a touchdown pass to one of my good friends, Greg Ward, my first one. So
honestly, man,
that was fun.
I really admire Jalen Hurts' poise.
Hey, Jalen,
I really admire Jalen Hurts' poise. I really do.
In the game, how did it feel to develop that rhythm? Playing.
I really admire Jalen Hurts' poise.
Any experience and any opportunity to touch the field, it only kind of raises the value of that player. It's kind of been that way all year. And, today Coach gave me that opportunity, with all my heart, had every intention on coming in and getting it done and winning the game, but we came up short. And that only lights a fire in everybody, and everybody moving forward, however it looks, the objective in this game is to win. So, you got to keep pushing and believe.
Nick DeZingaro.
Hey, Jalen, when you did get in there and then you threw the touchdown, it seemed to spark like all three phases. The defense did really well with the stop, and then you get the punt return. How much do you take note of that, and does that kind of give you a boost?
I think you create your own energy. And,
Jalen Hurts had a lot of poise in this game, man. He had a lot of poise in his interview. It's exciting. It's really exciting.
Moving forward, it's about what we do moving forward. I've always kind of had this saying I've gone by so now.
It's really exciting, man.
Whatever it is, how it looks, it's about how you respond. So, we're gonna be working ourselves off.
This is going to be an interesting final section of the season. This is going to be interesting, man. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 games left. 4 games left. And we've just blown all. We got 4 games left. I don't know how it's going to look, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be real interesting, you guys. Very interesting. Make sure y'all like as well. It helps the content get everywhere. Make sure y'all like, the video. I would appreciate it so much. That's not a bad comparison, Infamous. There's not a bad comparison. Not a bad comparison at all. In that Kyler Murray vein, right? Not a bad comparison. Hey, it's a possibility. Oh man. Okay, we got my man Bashir calling into the live stream. Bashir, my guy, what's going on? Talk to me, man. Listen, we got a lot to talk about, man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my guy.
That's all I can do. Because not only do we stink, the fan base is so trash, it makes no sense.
Yeah, man. We real fickle.
Listen, I heard, so listen, if you don't know, LB got a flick chat, I'm in that joint, I'm saying, always in that joint be live, bananas, you know what I'm saying? And had the flick chat changed that quick. We was once Wentz fans, now we Hurts fans.
You know what's so crazy, man? Like, honestly, I think we just Eagles fans, bro. At the end of the day, whoever balling back there, we're going to go for him, at the end of the day. And Wentz wasn't really he wasn't really cutting it at the time. Hurts came in, provided a spark. He was pretty consistent, made some plays that he raised some eyebrows today. He raised some eyebrows, and we really can't deny it, man. My man Bashir gonna bounce back. He probably having some connectivity issues, but once again, man, Hurts came in. He did what he had to do, and we can't really ignore it. He wasn't really. My guy's back.
My fault. My phone was some BS, dog. What you saying?
No, you all good. I was just pretty much saying that. At the end of the day, we Eagles fans, and we gonna root for who's ever back there, no matter what. So, Wentz wasn't really he wasn't really cutting it at the time. He was struggling. He couldn't really get anything open. He was getting beat up back there, and they put in Hurts, and Hurts managed to do something. Hurts managed to avoid all the things Wentz couldn't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And when Hurts was able to move around, or when things broke down, Hurts ran. He got positive yards. And I think in today's NFL, I think this is what I learned. This Eagles team with Carson Wentz is behind the trend in this new NFL.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice in this new NFL, the top guys are who?
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson,
Lamar Jackson,
Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. These mobile guys who are just magicians with the ball. You know what I'm saying? These real dynamic guys who are able to really do it all. They're really dynamic. And Wentz, he lost that level of being dynamic when he tore his ACL. He doesn't have the same explosiveness when he was running in 2017.
Yeah,
and
bro.
Hurts just showed us that he is capable. And obviously teams are going to start scheming for him. Things are going to, change in the future. Things are going to get a little tighter. But at the end of the day, I like what he brings to the table. And look at all these guys, like I said, Kyler Murray specifically. He's not that tall, but he does what he does. Russell Wilson, not tall, but he does what he does. Baker Mayfield, I'm still on the fence about him, but he's short, and he had an amazing game today.
Yeah, Kyler Murray, that dude, exactly.
So, I think these short quarterbacks are starting to make a name for themselves. And I think Jalen Hurts is going to be another one.
To be honest with you, I don't see half what you're talking about.
You don't see it?
Listen. Oh, now I can hear you. It was choppy a little bit. Hold on. Let me see something. So, listen. Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, you know what I'm saying, Patrick Mahomes, other than the fact that they're black, you know what I'm saying, they all can run. And this is my thing with all those dudes, you know what I'm saying? The reason why they run is not because they have to. They run because they need to escape the pocket or because they want to. Jalen Hurts, that's what he do. He just run.
That's true. That's true.
I think Jalen Hurts, you know what I'm saying, if he wants to at least have some type of success in the league, he needs to learn how to, not become a pocket passer, but at least be in the position where you could win a game with your arm. And that's the biggest flaw with Lamar Jackson. You can't keep running and expect you to win a playoff game. Because how you going to win a shootout? You're going to lose.
I agree with you. On that. There will be a point where no matter what happens, you're going to have to throw that ball.
Exactly.
No matter what. You know what I'm saying? And, again, we saw a real small sample size for Jalen Hurts. And, I can't lie. It was definitely it was definitely interesting to see.
It was interesting, right? That's what I
It
said.
was real interesting to see. And I think just based off what we saw, matter of fact, I want to ask you this. What was your opinion on Carson Wentz's demeanor once Hurts came in and did what he did throughout the game?
Carson know what's up, bro. Carson, listen, if I'm Carson, I'm pulling my wife to the side, my newborn baby, my agent. I'm looking Howie in the eye and saying, get me the hell out of Philly. Clearly, y'all don't want me. Clearly, the fans don't want me. Can I at least go somewhere else so I can have a chance? And look, Carson was happy for Jalen Hurts.
He was, but
Carson
it wasn't
because he was
genuine.
winning.
Like, it wasn't really genuine. It was like,
Yeah.
it was like, you know what? I'm doing this because this is what I had to do.
Yeah.
But I got a feeling, they're going to continue to play Jalen Hurts in the rest of the season. To find out how good he is in the total sample size. To say, you know what? Okay, we saw him in 4 games, right?
Mhm.
Or 3.5. Well, 4.5 games. And okay, this is what we have in Jalen Hurts. This is what we have. He played the Arizona Cardinals. He played the Saints. He played the Washington football team.
He played Dallas
Cowboys. Those are, in my opinion, pretty good tune-up matches to see what he is.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, boom, you see it. Now, Carson, we give you the off season. Boom, offensive starts. New season comes. We're giving you 4 games to see what you're doing. Carson, we're giving you 4 games, okay? In these 4 games, if you're performing well, hey, you stay. No problem, man. You keep doing your thing. But if you're not doing well at all, if you're turning the ball over, if we're like 1-3 or something, I got a feeling they're going to pull the trigger and say, you know what? Wentz sit down, Hurts come in, and then they're going to try to trade Wentz before the trade deadline.
Let me ask you a question. Now, this would get me mad because, like, all this could have been avoided had not the Weasel drafted this ball.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So,
Agreed.
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no knock on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts got a good game. That's why I said I want Jalen Hurts. I wanted them to trade him for more assets because I feel like if he go to a team like the Jaguars, Denver, Chicago, somewhere that need a quarterback, he could be good. But
Yeah,
I'm just
I agree.
saying, for me, Carson Wentz is already our guy. We like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, all quarterbacks are due to have a bad season. Peyton Manning had one. Tom Brady had one. You say the only quarterback right now that didn't have a bad season is Patrick Mahomes, but his is coming. He only 3 years in the league.
Oh, it's coming. It happens to everybody.
Happens to everybody. Nobody don't have a bad season. So what I'm saying to y'all guys is this: Carson did all that stuff, won 2 division titles, put us in a position to win a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
All that's out of the window because he was bad 1 year and because one guy had, let's call it what it is, garbage stats. And because you have garbage stats now, we're looking at Jalen Hurts like, you know what? That was the Packers. We gotta give you some more reps to see what you're made of. But I'm looking at Doug Pearson and saying like, damn, those was garbage stats. Like, if it's garbage stats, what's the difference between, you know what I'm saying, it being good stats and garbage stats? Garbage stats suck.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, they've put themselves in this situation.
Yeah.
They put themselves in a situation where they were going to have to, each and every season, Wentz has been on this team, except for the rookie season. Each and every season, he's had someone behind him, threatening to take his job.
Yeah.
Every single season, except for last year, because it was McCown and Suffield.
Mm-hmm.
But it just seems like they haven't built this team around Wentz. They didn't. They never really made a commitment to him in terms of the personnel. Yeah, you gave him the money, sure, but who gives a damn about the money if you're not putting the pieces around him?
That's exactly.
You tied up all that money with him, but you didn't put the money to get the pieces around him. I can understand. Like, come on. I would much rather him still be. I would much rather you not even have a contract with him, but you put the pieces around him,
right?
And you still give yourself another year to see how good he is,
right? Like Dak Prescott.
Like Dak Prescott. At the end of the day, you didn't have to pay him, but they was afraid because of guys like Deshaun Watson and Pat Mahomes. Those deals. They were afraid those guys were going to get paid before him, and the deals would have been crazy. But let's be honest. Pat Mahomes was getting what he's getting regardless.
Yeah, he deserved that money though.
He deserved that. Deshaun Watson was getting what he was getting regardless. Right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Eagles were just too eager, and they were trying to just beat the market, and they ended up beating themselves.
But this is the thing, though. I'm glad they gave it to him because if we didn't give it to him and say if we would have had an amazing year this year, he had to get some bread. You know, the market is 40 a mil now, 40 a year now. So then we'd have been really tied to Carson Wentz. Y'all think people think that, oh, because we gave him money, we're really tied into him. We are. But imagine how much we would have been if we would have gave him a contract later than we gave to him. 40 million a year for 5 years? That's 40 times 5. Isn't that 200?
That's 200 million. It's 200 million.
Yeah, 200 million, exactly. And he got the same money Patrick Mahomes got.
That's crazy, man. And the only thing is, Patrick Mahomes got like what? Don't they Patrick Mahomes get like a 10-year deal, something like that?
Yeah, like something crazy. Like, come on, dog.
Like a 10-year deal, Jesus.
Like, and this is the thing, though, bro. Like, you made that. You brought out a good John commitment. This the thing I don't like about the Eagles because now is what's ticking me off is this. Jalen Hurts come in one time. I've seen y'all make all this type of adjustments. Jason Peters got out the game.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, Matt Pryor stopped coming in the game. So he had all this protection. Why couldn't y'all block for Wentz?
That's my thing, man. They just, I don't know. I don't think Doug likes the kid at this point, man. Doug must not like this kid because
KJ Hamler missing tackles.
He tends to make all the adjustments for everyone else.
Yeah.
For everyone else. But my thing is, with Wentz, like he just refuses to cater to Wentz. He looks at it like, you know what? Maybe he was, you know what it was? Maybe Doug was against paying him, but everybody else wanted to pay him. So
I think Doug was the one that was giving out all that stuff about. Remember those reports talking about the remember everybody thought it was Alshon Jeffrey. I think it was Doug Peterson.
Okay. Let's dig a little deeper in that.
And that would make sense because if like you said, if you really don't like the guy, you want him gone. You draft a quarterback. You was extremely happy with Jalen Hurts. You seen the type of how eager and how attentive he was when Jalen Hurts came to the sideline, giving him game plans and stuff like that.
He was talking to him.
Yes.
He never talked to Wentz like that.
Never talked to Wentz. Never. He was very attentive with Jalen Hurts. So that would make sense if Doug Peterson say, yo, we made the wrong mistake with Nick Foles. Should have kept Nick. Now let's draft Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was this: when Carson Wentz had that 4-game stretch, when he threw 18 TDs to like 3 interceptions or like an interception or something like that, that would make sense for Doug Peterson to have at the right time. He's not a leader. He don't speak up enough. He don't perform enough. And then he blamed all that stuff on Alshon Jeffrey. That's why Alshon Jeffrey was such in defense mode, saying it wasn't me. It was Doug Peterson.
That's a good point, yo. That's a good point. And Doug ain't really. When he won that Super Bowl with Foles, he got married to a version of football.
Yeah.
He got married to a certain version of football when Foles won that Super Bowl for him. And honestly, it's at the point now where Doug needs to really alter his play calling if we're really going to unlock this team. And on top of that, we just have so many unknowns. We have so many unknowns, and it's so uncomfortable to feel like I don't know who our quarterback is going to be in the next year or two. I don't like this feeling, bro.
Well, I know who my quarterback is. He's Irish, 6'6", and he got a kid. His name is Carson Wentz.
He said he's 6'6" and he's Irish?
He's Irish. His name is Carson Wentz. He went to North Dakota State and the NC, whatever conference that is, he's a champion. You know what I'm saying? So,
he is a champion. A champion on all levels.
Right.
I don't care what I say. People try to take that Super Bowl away from him. And I don't understand why. The man he went 11-2, threw a touchdown on a torn ACL. Come on, man. Pay my man his flowers.
And that's my thing. Everybody love to talk about this Patrick Mahomes doing this stuff. And that's my thing. Now, although I can't take nothing away from Patrick Mahomes because he is an all-star talent. But if he wasn't doing what he was doing with the weapons he had at his disposal, I would clown him. I would expect you to do what you're doing. Look what you had.
Exactly.
First of all, your defense stayed. You didn't lose a piece on defense, and then you added more on offense. So I would expect you to be good like this. So this is nothing to me.
Nothing at all. You got Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, you know,
Right, you got Miko Hardman,
Le'Veon Bell,
Watkins.
Sammy Watkins. Like, I would expect him to do exactly, you know, what he's doing. Exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing though, bro. I want to take nothing away from Jalen Hurts because he got some dog in him, you know what I'm saying? But
For sure.
I can't sit here and act like, you know what I'm saying, Carson Wentz had a good game because clearly didn't, he got benched. But I also can't sit here and act like Carson Wentz was the reason why we lost. He wasn't.
No. I can't say he the reason because he didn't turn the ball over.
Right.
He didn't turn the ball over. He did turn the ball over, and the offense just looked stale from the very beginning. We stopped running the ball. You know, Jordan Howard was running the ball very well. And he got like maybe 1 or 2 touches. Miles Sanders was running the ball well, didn't get any touches. You know what I'm saying?
You know what stood it for us? When they rolled out Carson. When they finally did it, he was eating them dudes alive.
He was accurate. He was accurate, and he was hitting on his throws. He was hitting. And the thing is, you know, I just don't know why they know what he does well. They know. And they're still trying to keep him in the pocket. So that tells me one thing and one thing only. You don't want him to be great.
Or you don't believe in him. Exactly. And this all goes back to why. So this would make sense to why they would draft Jalen Hurts, because from the go, you had it out for Carson Wentz before you even gave him a chance. And look, now Tone has got me thinking though. Because if you really wanted your quarterback to succeed, you would have gave him DeAndre Hopkins.
Exactly. If you really wanted him to succeed, you would have did everything to get him a de facto superstar wide receiver.
You didn't give it to him.
Did everything, because honestly, DeAndre Hopkins is the type of wide receiver. It don't matter where you throw it, if it's close, he catching it.
Yeah.
Like,
you see how he got Kyler Murray looking. You know what I'm saying? And you see how he had Deshaun Watson looking.
Right. And guess what? It can't be a money situation because they just paid. They ain't got no problem putting money in the wide receiver position. They paid Alshon Jeffrey.
Right.
They ain't got no problem putting money there.
They paid Deshaun Jackson. They
ain't got no problem putting money there. My thing is, the money that you gave Deshaun Jackson, you probably could have put that money towards D-Hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
And I drip 2-2. First of all, your name is hilarious. I drip 2-2. But I mean, I heard those reports that they wanted Miles Sanders for him, but then again, I don't believe that, because how we be lying?
How we be lying all the time?
Yeah.
Guess what? If he would not reveal the details of a deal. Never. He would never. He used that as a cover. I promise you.
Exactly.
He's never revealed the intricacies of a deal.
Yeah.
He's just going to divulge. Oh yeah, they asked for her, Sanders, so we said no. That was a shield, because he know damn well Eagles fans are going to say, "Oh yeah, we love Sanders." He know we were going to bite onto that.
Right.
And it deflected. I'm telling you.
Because what they really asked for was probably our first or second round draft pick. That's what they probably did ask for. And me being me, you know what I'm saying? First of all, you draft Jalen Reagor in the first round. You can listen, as much as I love Jalen Reagor, he ain't close to no damn DeAndre Hopkins. I don't even think he could get there.
Hell no.
Exactly.
Hell no.
Exactly. So what all that stuff you talk about this, no. Listen, DeAndre Hopkins should be in an Eagles uniform. You know what I'm saying? And just like that. Yes, sir.
Big facts, man. You know, like all we do here is try to just, talk facts, tell her how we see it. At the end of the day, I try to always just take in new, information, from you guys. And, I'm a firm believer in, if somebody say a point that trumps mine, I'll say, you know what, you got a point. I ain't see it that way. You know what I'm saying? Some people get defensive, it is what it is at the end of the day. We all Eagles fans. We all Eagles fans, and we all want the best for the organization at the end of the day. Because if they win, if Hurts do well, that's good for us. If Wentz do well, hey, that's good for us.
Right.
We want everybody to eat, man, especially with this Eagles content stuff. We want everybody to eat, man. So yeah, collabs are always, in the works, always coming soon. I'm always down for that.
So are you a Sixers fan?
Yes, sir.
So wait, are you in college?
No, so I'm not in college. I just graduated not too long ago.
congratulations. That looked like a dorm you was at. I'm like, damn, that dorm hot. You know what I'm saying? Because because I go to college in like another a year or two. So I'm saying.
Okay. So what you are, junior?
Yeah, junior, exactly right. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro.
Wait, so did you live in Philly?
Yeah, yes, sir. Born and raised.
So you know where BL High at, right?
Say it again.
BL High, BL Boys Latin.
Oh yeah, Boys Land. Yeah, I heard of them.
Yeah, that's where I go at. I go to BL High. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you go there? Oh, okay. Say less, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, you know what I'm
bro?
saying. So that's where I go. That's what I'm saying. Like I go like a year or two. So it ain't that far off. But
yeah,
you know,
I graduated from WB Saul High School, the school with the farm on Henry Ave.
All right.
Yeah,
you know
man.
I'm saying, bro. But it's look, I think the Sixers gotta do it. I think the Eagles gotta do what the Sixers did, bro.
Yes. Yo, like that's the thing about the Sixers. The Sixers saw a problem and they took care of it. You know, they saw a problem and they took care of it, straight like that.
Right.
It's simple. Get somebody that understands roster play, personnel management. Get you somebody that understands talent and make something happen. How we can't do those things. How we can't do those things. How we can't do those things.
And you know what makes it worse? What makes it worse is this. We clearly see the problem. How can't you? And although like I said, we might not have the credentials in the business, we might be looking at it from one lens or one perspective. But if our objective is to win, and we could see what could change our not record, but our chances to win, and you're not fixing it, that just means you don't care.
Right. Or you're being stubborn.
Exactly.
Because they understand that listen, I'll be honest with you, bro. We in the year 2020, right? And they understand that it's more than people on ESPN, Fox Sports 1, CBS Sports, NBC Sports. They understand that it's way more people than just those guys in suits talking about this stuff.
Right.
They understand that there's a culture, there's a YouTube culture of content creators that talk sports, that report on sports in all these cities. As a matter of fact, they even say if you want to really know how a team is doing, go to the YouTube channels of that city.
Yeah.
Check out the content creators of that city's team. You know what I'm saying? And they'll let you know how that team is really doing. Because the guys on TV, all they're doing is really, spitting a script, and they're just getting a crash course on numbers and they're getting a crash course on highlights and numbers. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know the true details, the true dynamic of the way the Eagles have been playing. We do. We see it
every week.
We from the city. We really do the details on it because this is what we're focused on. They don't have time to focus on the real topic. All they can do is really focus on, clickbait and getting a rise out of people. And that's what, my dream is to be a sport. My goal is to be a sports broadcast journalist.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, a sports analyst. Exactly.
That's my goal, man. And putting out this content with the YouTube channel. Doing this stuff is going to sharpen my tools. I went to college and got my degree in radio and television broadcasting. I did college radio. I was successful in that.
What college you went to?
I went to California University of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, CalU. 5 hours away from Philly.
Yeah, it's not that far. Well, it's far, but ain't that
far as hell, man. The drive.
I never drove there, but I'm saying it seems kind of closer. You said only 5 hours.
It wasn't that bad, though. It wasn't that bad, man. But, the goal for me, man, is just to take everything to another level and continue to grind at this content game. It took me a little minute to find my niche, with the content. Once I found it with the Eagles and the Sixers content, I just kept going. And, the numbers, y'all's been showing me so much love, and I'm just trying to grind. And, at the end of the day, your goal is the same as my goal. If we keep going, if we keep grinding, dog, we build this network. You never know where we'll be, man.
Listen, dog, I actually... Me and my friend, right, because we was always in class, whether it's like English, math, history, whatever class we're in, civics, this man will always try to clown me because I love the Eagles, right? And this man, like I say, he a Dallas Cowboys fan. So, I always had to put him in his place. So what happened was we wound up having this club about sports talks and stuff like that. So sometimes we would have like we would debate teams. We would do like pick'ems, like what team will beat this week and why, stuff like that. We'd have like sports debates. So the group was called All Bets Are Off. You know what I'm saying? So it was like basically like a panel. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could like debate which it was. So one time we wound up debating the Eagles versus I think it was Cowboys. Was it the game before Christmas? Because it was close to Christmas last year, wasn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So we, you know what I'm saying, we debated before we got out of school. So then I said we was gonna win the game. I just didn't say we was gonna, you know what I'm saying, beat them like that. So everybody looking at me on the pen like I'm crazy. We come back. I'm like, so yeah, I'm like, all that stuff you was talking. I'm like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And they looking at me, they like, oh no, bro, Dak's shoulder was hurt. Dak's shoulder. I'm like, I don't hear
Oh,
that stuff, dog.
now everybody want to talk about injuries and
Right. I'm like, I
come
don't
on,
hear
man.
that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So then, once that happened, dog, like I was just like, I'm just start with the YouTube stuff. I did the YouTube stuff like right after free agency, so I was like, it was like a perfect time for me almost.
Big time, man. Big time. Like, the goal is to always just keep, stay consistent. That's what I'm learning with all of it. Like,
Right.
just to stay consistent, really put my head down, grind, do the research, continue to network with everybody. Because at the end of the day, we all eat and we all build this network. We never know where we might be, man. We really never know. Like, I'm grateful for you showing love to the content, grateful for you coming on, chopping it up with me, chalking it up with me, dog.
Yeah, dog. I don't have nothing better else to do, man. I don't even like. I don't even like. For real, bro, I don't even like going live, bro. Like I got 200 subs. I love them all, bro. My subscriber count be on BS. I go live. I get like 3 people up. Like, man, who am I talking to?
Listen, bro. I only got 8 people in here, but at the end of the day, what I'm learning is like the more content you put out, the more you work on your thumbnail. Because like, listen, this is what you can do, man. Like, work on your thumbnails. You know what I'm saying? Like the thumbnails really get the attention is what I learned. Putting out multiple videos a day sometimes when you got the time. Or just like, just continuously grinding and putting putting your foot to the pavement with it. And it's gonna keep growing because I noticed that, I noticed that, with the live stream, it definitely shot my subscriber count up real quick. The more you live stream, the more people, subscribe, because they can interact with you and get to know you.
Yeah, I seen that. I was on somebody live. He had was it like 100? Like almost, it was close to like 200 people just subscribed in one live chat. I was like, damn, that was my live.
Bro, seriously, that's real. Like my very first live stream, my very first time doing it. Like I only live stream for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I got 20 new subscribers that quick.
Wow.
Yeah, so try it, man. Do it. Even if you got 3, 4 people in there, it's gonna, next thing you know, that's gonna turn to like 8, 9, then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Like, bro, you just gotta do it, and you live with it, because don't pay attention to numbers, bro. It's all about the opportunity. It's all about, just putting out, just dope stuff, man. It's all about it.
Man. Yeah, bro, for real though, because I'm saying I learned that when I first came on it, after I got my first 100. I'm saying getting to 100 is like the hardest part, first of all. You know what I'm saying? And then when I finally got to a bean, and then I kept growing, so I'm like, oh, I can see my subscriber kept going up and stuff like that. I see my watch minutes and stuff like that. But then now they got the analytics where I guess like I must talk too much because people don't watch the whole video. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see like where they stop at. You know what I'm saying? You got YouTube Studio, right?
Yeah, I use that joint. Yeah, I use it on my phone.
You see how like they say like the average duration of your video or how people watch video. I guess I must talk too much because people don't watch the whole video. You know what I'm saying? They start like first 2 minutes.
try to play with, try to add some graphics, play with some graphics in the videos. You know what I'm saying? What I started doing is I started adding like still shots of like the players and just different things as I talk, and again, like just giving them, try to give some visual things, just try to just be a little, I don't know, how can I put it? Yeah, just add some more visuals. Visuals always help, with keeping pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Have some things that move, some animations, just play around with it. But at the end of the day, if you continue to just be thorough with the content, keep stating facts, people gonna rock with you, and you keep networking, people gonna rock with you at the end of the day, bro.
Yeah.
But look, I got somebody else in the live stream that's ready to come in, man.
Go ahead, bro. I was about to log off. What time is it? 9 o'clock. I'm about to probably go give me something to eat, then probably go to sleep, dog.
I feel you, bro. I appreciate you for coming in, dog.
All right.
Take care, man. Be safe. We'll do it soon. Bro. All right, man. Next, we got 12 people on the live stream. We got my man Lenny D. Lenny D, what's going on, my guy?
What up, bro?
Yeah, tell me how you feel about this game, man. We got so much to digest right now.
It's just crazy that if I'm Wentz right now, I'm asking for a trade right now because we created a quarterback controversy for nothing. Like the dude showed you last season that he's worth the money with winning with nobody at receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like we have now one 500-yard receiver last season, and he threw for 5,000 passing yards and took us to the playoffs. So it's like, what else do he got to prove? Like, I'm not comparing him to these guys that I'm about to name, but if you look at these guys that I'm about to name, why come they, didn't nobody ask for them to get benched or released or traded or whatever? You look at Peyton Manning in his 4th or 5th year, he threw 26 touchdowns and 23 interceptions and went 6-10. Then you look at Brett Favre, some people might claim is the best quarterback ever, and he had multiple seasons where he had 20 plus interceptions, but he's a Hall of Famer and a Super Bowl champ. So I don't get why it's just everything is on Wentz. Like, nobody is saying Wentz is having his best season of his career, because he's not.
Right.
But it's more than just him. That's why this losing is happening. Doug can't coach, or play call at least. The offensive line, every time Wentz step back, there's somebody in his face. Receivers can't separate, and then every time we do try to come up, and score, like trying to get ourselves back in the game, the next drive, our defense out there, they get scored on right back on, making the lead bigger again. Just like what Jalen Hurts scored. No, I mean, not Jalen Hurts. Jalen Reagor took that ball and ran all the way in. Like the next drive or so, what's the name? Aaron Jones run a 70-yard touchdown. So it's like, it's more than just one guy. Is that one guy playing good? No, but it's more than just him out there playing. Football is the ultimate team sport. Right. Like, Wentz got to rely on, his O-line to block for him, and he got to rely on his receivers to get open, and none of that has been happening.
I feel you. Like, things haven't really worked for Carson Wentz this season. It seems like ever since that Washington game, things have just been going downhill, and he hasn't had the fairest shake in regards to, play calling, O-line play. He's been on his back so much this season.
Yeah.
He has made mistakes. We will not deny that. He has not played his best season of football. We will not deny that. But I still feel like he deserves a chance to earn the respect again of this city. Mm-hmm. I believe if anything's going to happen, this is how it should go. And I've been consistent, and I've said this to everybody that's been on the live stream. I believe that you allow Jalen Hurts to end the season for you.
Yeah.
Right? I believe you allow Jalen Hurts to end the season, and then when next season comes around, those first 4 games, you say, Carson Wentz, you are our starter.
Yeah.
We want you to go out and do your thing. Out of these 4 games, if you're turning the ball over and you're not successful, we move on and give Jalen Hurts the keys. But if you do well, we're 3-1 or whatever, or 4-0. Hey, you keep doing your thing. You stick with the hot hand. But if we're like 2-2, 1-3, 0-4, Carson Wentz has been turning the ball over. You know what I'm saying? The problem is clearly him. Then at that point, because there are times where you just got bad luck. Maybe defense can't make a stop. You may put up all the points, but defense can't make a final stop. It can happen like that. But if Wentz is just not being successful, he's just being a liability to his team. Next season, those final 4 games, when week 5 comes, hey, Hurts, you're the starter, and then I find a way to trade Wentz before the trade deadline and try to squeeze the most out of a team that's desperate for a quarterback.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like with this game today, is that if Wentz would have finished the game, and say for instance that Wentz would have had the same stats Jalen Hurts got, touchdown, and interception or whatever, and you see, and Jalen Reagor get his punt return touchdown. If you see the offense trying to claw his way back and win the game, they still would be trying to hang up on Wentz because we still lost the game, opposed to Jalen Hurts who threw a touchdown, threw a pick, but they ain't gonna be talking about the loss. They're gonna be looking at his performance. You know what I'm saying? So
I see what you're saying. It's like like with Wentz, they focus on one thing. With Hurts, they focus on another thing.
Yeah, like
I understand what you're saying.
Like with Lord Brunson, he put out there on a tweet to see if somebody take the bait. He put out there, he said both Wentz and Hurts are trash. One's just faster, meaning Hurts, just faster or whatever. And as one dude said, it wasn't his fault. One guy said it wasn't his fault. He threw an interception. The right tackle, gave up a sack or whatever, and it caused him to throw it.
Somebody took the bait.
Somebody took the bait, and then Brunson came back and asked him, "Hey, how come if it's Wentz in the game, how come you don't say the same thing?" You know what I'm saying? So it's like we get Wentz is not having a good year, but it's more than just him out there. That's like I saw the game today. Like Wentz didn't do anything to worthy him to sit on the bench. Granted, he didn't do enough for us, to try to look like we was gonna make have a win, but he didn't do anything. He didn't turn the ball over. He threw the ball away when he saw the play was dying on him.
Yeah, that's true. Like Wentz didn't really do anything that was like so drastic. It's just that he just wasn't hitting.
Yeah,
that's all it was. He just wasn't hitting. And honestly, them putting in Hurts was just a sign that okay, Wentz, we need a spark. Clearly you're struggling. That's okay. It is what it is. But we need a legit spark.
Yeah.
So
and that's fine, that they put in Hurts. Like me, I still hate the draft for Jalen Hurts because if you paid the guy, then that should be your guy. You don't see Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is not, they 4-8 or whatever. You don't see them going to look into the draft and try to draft his replacement or nothing. You don't see what's his name? Big Ben. He's 40-some years old. They ain't look for his replacement yet. Breeze, they ain't look for his yet. So I mean, I get these guys had great careers, but they still, worthy of looking for a replacement, but they're not looking for it yet. So why would you look for a replacement? I'm not saying they look for a replacement, but why would you look for a backup quarterback in the second round and he's only in there for his 5th year?
Yeah,
if he's your guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like they clearly made a big error in trying to draft Jalen Hurts. Well, drafting Jalen Hurts, it was clearly a mistake on their part in terms of just the timing.
Yeah.
Like, just pay this guy. What were you trying to show or prove? Were you just afraid that someone else was going to get him? But that just means that you're not sold on Carson. At the end of the day, no matter how you slice it, sure, they felt, oh yeah, Wentz gets hurt. We want to hedge our bet with Jalen Hurts. But I feel like now I'm starting to feel like that was a cover. They don't have faith in Carson Wentz anymore. They haven't had faith in him in quite some time. They haven't. I think that concussion for them was the last straw.
It could have been.
I think they, and this is all speculation, but I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like they honestly just say, you know what, Carson, we just can't. We can't, and like I don't like it. I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
I feel like that concussion was a dirty hit, and I feel like Carson still has something to offer, but this team just hasn't been catered around him, and it's sad.
And you look at all these, picks that we passed up. We passed up on the DK Metcalf, who's number 1 in the league, receiving yards. Then you look at Justin Jefferson, who the Vikings is not going to the playoffs, but he got 1,000 yards. We pass up on time. You look at DeAndre Hopkins, who caught a Hail Mary over 3 defensive backs. Like, you look at all the time we pass up. It seemed like we wasn't trying to help us. It just seemed like you get out there, do whatever you got to do. We're not gonna help you. It's just whatever you do, just try to get us to win. But we're not gonna give you any type of weapons to to try to succeed. Going down, further in your career.
I agree, man. They could do a better job at just hiding their intention with Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
They could do a better job. Like, it just looks like they clearly just are over,
Yeah.
And this defense didn't really do a good job. The defense didn't do a good job at all today. I feel like defense was just giving up so much, with the passing game, and Aaron Rodgers was just throwing routine passes, and it was the Devontae Adams show violating Darius Slay.
Yeah, and it's ironic you say that because the defense couldn't stop a nosebleed when Wentz was in there, but got 2 straight 3-and-outs as soon as Hurts got in.
Crazy.
2 straight 3-and-outs.
I don't understand it, bro. It seems like there's a coup going on.
It just seemed like these guys just trying to make Wentz look bad because we know that. Like I keep repeating it. We know he's not having a good year, but Wentz is not a bad player.
Right.
And the more that you don't go out there and help him, or say for instance, Wentz throw an interception, it's a defense job to go out there either stop him or try to get the ball back for him.
I agree, man.
And if you look, and like I think Bashir said it, shout out to Bashir. I think he said, or you said it, one of y'all said it, that as soon as Hurts came out, Doug was over there talking to Hurts.
Right. You don't say a word to Carson at all. It's weird.
He don't say nothing. Nate Sudfeld talked to Carson more than any of them coaches do.
Right. Right. Nate Sudfeld would just be over there like, hey, bro, like, what are we doing after this? Like they like, bro, like, help Carson help you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my thing is with Carson, the biggest problem is they keep having him throw the ball 35 plus times a game. And my thing is, he's struggling. He's better right now in a small sample size, and he's better rolling out the pocket. Do right by him. You know what I'm saying? Do right by Miles Sanders by running the ball more. Do right by Jordan Howard. Jordan Howard was doing his thing. He had a handful of good runs, and they didn't put him in. It makes zero sense to me. It makes zero sense.
And what's crazy about it is people, loving the Jalen Hurts thing. What he did today.
It was exciting.
It was exciting, to see that we was trying to do something.
Right.
But
it really was the combination of Jalen Reagor that made it. Jalen Reagor really knocked the cap off with that punt return TD. That made Jalen Hurts' situation look better. But go ahead.
And but the thing about it is Winston Hurts is two different quarterbacks.
Definitely.
Hurts is still got that mind and the thing in the back of his mind, like this still college for him. If he don't see nothing, he could take off running.
Exactly.
Because, granted, Wentz is mobile, but he's not faster than Hurts.
At all.
Wentz, if he roll out, on his own, Wentz is not looking to run. He's looking still downfield to see if somebody get open. Opposed to Hurts, who just running,
which
is
why he's hesitant when he's running.
Yeah, like you tell him to throw the ball away, but he can't throw the ball away every single time. That's just wasting downs.
I agree, man. I totally agree, Lenny. Like, this season has just been totally, theatrical. I feel like we're just been watching just one hell of a horror flick, and and right now we just don't know who's gonna die. Is it gonna be Carson Wentz or is it gonna be Hurts? Somebody not making it to the end of this movie, man. Somebody not.
And they saying put Hurts in come next week. You think what's it called? Packers defense ain't got nothing on New Orleans defense.
Yeah, New Orleans defense is way better. You know what I'm
saying?
Way
better.
Way better. Packers defense has been suspect all season. So this was probably a good tune-up for Hurts. But, we're going to see next week. We all know Jalen Hurts is definitely going to get time next week. We all know. He earned it. I can't get mad. He earned it. And, for what it's worth, he came in, did what he was supposed to do. And even in his post-game press conference, he was extremely poised. He was extremely humble. He was extremely aware of the situation at hand, and he never made it about him. And I like how he carries himself. I like the way he talks. And at the end of the day, I wouldn't mind if it was Carson Wentz or Jalen Hurts leading this organization, because I know they're good guys at heart. Carson Wentz, his talent is undeniable, but right now he's just not in the situation that's conducive to his success. He's just not, man. But Lenny, I'm gonna let you go. I'm so grateful that you came to the channel and show love, man. Thank you, bro. We're gonna get you. Whenever I have a call-in show, definitely come in and show love, dog. How we get down. You've been loyal to the soil from the beginning, and I'm grateful, man. We're gonna make it more often. All right, you take care.
All right, you too, bro.
All right, Brody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys. You guys take care, man. This has been it for the live stream. We'll chalk it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm so grateful with you. I'm so grateful for you guys. This has been one hell of a season. One hell of a season, and I'm exhausted. I'm losing my voice. This Philadelphia Eagles has been taking me all over the place. Is it going to be Carson Wentz? Is it going to be Jalen Hurts? I don't know, but I know one thing for sure. You guys have been tuned in to Chalk It Up, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. I'm your humble host, Tony Shields II. Make sure you cop up on your Chalk It Up merch. It's located in the description. Please support the channel. I'll be so grateful. Take care, y'all. One love, and fly Eagles.